Hello, everybody. This is MoveEasy Yoga with Via, and today is the 30th of January. We're going to start in the ordinary fashion, just lying on your back. You're going to have your knees bent. You could have your knees up on a chair. Just spending a few minutes to come in, bring all of you into the room. And watch your breath, the breath you came in with. Don't try to change it. Just breathing in and out. Grateful for your breath. Feel the floor coming up to meet you, meet your back. If you'd like to, you can focus your attention on the pituitary gland, which is in the skull, behind the eye sockets, and down a little bit in the center of the eye sockets, and a little bit down. I love my body loves me. I am a student of my body. My body teaches me many things. Go ahead and bring your hands behind your head. Stack your hands or interlace your fingers without moving anything else but your eyeballs. Shift your eyeballs to the right and wait for a sigh, swallow, yawn, or gulp. Come back to center. Shift your eyeballs to the left and wait for an involuntary sigh, yawn, swallow, or gulp. Come back to center and repeat this 2 more times without my cueing. And when you're finished, let's move right into head ramping. Just pressing the back of the skull into the floor, and your hands into the floor. The back of the skull will slide away from your shoulders. Your chin will drop. If you'd like to, you can add a scapular retraction. But wait and do the full head ramping first. Find that first, and then scapular retraction, and then release and repeat. Repeat 4 times. Bless you. Bless you. And when you're finished for breath work today, let's do, I should have mentioned, might need a brick, do a side lying breath that opens one side of the lungs. So you're going to lie on your side with your head on a brick. And then your top arm is bent, elbow bent. And then you're just going to open up your chest, the top side of the chest behind you, so that you get a nice opening. And then breathing, just breathing, but this position allows you a really nice opening for the one side of the lungs. And just do some extended exhale breaths. So make your exhale longer than your inhale. Just count your inhale and make your exhale longer. If you can, make it double. So if you count to 4 on your inhale, try to make your exhale 8. But if you can't do that, do the best you can, just making it somewhat longer. And flip to the other side, extended exhale breath on the other side. Side lying, extended exhale breath. You can do any breathing pattern that you love in a side lying position like this. Whenever you're finished, come up onto your hands and knees. We're going to do a proning hypopressive. Starting on your hands and knees, and then dropping to your elbows. Put your hands in a triangle with your hands together and your elbows apart. Drop your head. So your head is on the floor, your butt is way up high, just like Kathy. And we're gonna do 3 breaths. I'll cue the breaths. And then we'll hold the breath for 15 counts. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All the way out. Hold your breath. No breath. No inhale. So hold your breath and I'll count to 15. 1, 2, no breath. 3, 4, stay as long as you can. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Go ahead and inhale and exhale. Just drop back into a child's pose for a minute and rest. Your knees can be wider. Just stay here and take a couple breaths and we'll come back and we'll do one more hypopressive with the 3 breaths and then no breath. You can do this anytime you do this practice. You're helping build a strong core and helping with any prolapsed organs and incontinence. It's a powerful movement, a powerful practice. Come on up again into this triangle pose with the arms, head down. If you can't get into this pose, you might want to put a blanket or a pillow underneath your belly and see if you can find something comfortable here. 3 breaths. Let me say, if you can't do that, you can lie on your back and do the basic classic hypopressive practice. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale all the way out. And now, no breath. So hold the breath out while I count to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then go ahead and come on out of that and come up into a seated, floor-seated position. P.S. I have a theory that you could do that, taking a couple of breaths and then pulling the belly in or expanding the rib cage and holding your breath out. You could do that in any shape. I mean, if you're sitting on the toilet, you could do that, or if you're whatever. This is just my theory. I mean, they chose 23 poses where you do that, the hypopressive inventors. But I think you can, anytime you pull your breath in and hold after you've had a normal breath, I think you would have all the benefits. Just one of my own theories. And I do that. I have a special, I hope it's special, surprise for you today. I have been experiencing some jaw tension. So, and luckily, I came across this series to release the neck and the jaw. This is new to us. We've done some other releases like that. So Kathy, why don't you get your picture up so just your head and your shoulders are in the screen.
Oh.
So closer to us. Good. So there's 3 different places we're going to work on the jaw. Let's see. Let me look at my notes here. We're going to do the neck, the jaw, and the tongue. One of the things I like about the 2 tongue exercises, and I'll see if you think this is true too, it actually works on the toning up underneath the chin when we get to the tongue. So I think it might be really good for people who, have crinkly neck. I don't know what that's a good term for it. So, but the first one, you're going to, and this is all of this is resistance. So you are familiar with the concept of resisting. So you're going to put your hands on your chin, sort of in front and on your chin. And then you're going to shove the jaw out into your hands with the hands resisting the movement. Don't make it too heavy. Yeah, when you get used to this, you may want to make it heavier, but be sure that you're not, just it's not too strong. So you're pushing your jaw out, chin out, and jaw out into your hands, and the hands are resisting that movement. And go ahead and do it. Push it out, hold for 10 seconds, and then release and rest. So maybe count to about 10 or 12. I should do the counting maybe, but I'll do it on the next one. And then release and rest for about 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm counting to 15 because 1,000, otherwise I should be saying 1,001. You've heard this before for seconds. Maybe I should do that. So now come back again, put your hands there. We're going to do 2 more times. Press, the jaw comes forward. The hands resist the forward movement. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005, 1,006, 1,007, 1,008, 1,009, 1,010. Release and rest for 10, 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005, 1,006, 1,007, 1,008, 1,009, 1,010. Last time, pressing your jaw forward into your hands. Have your hands resist the movement, the forward movement. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005, 1,006, 1,007, 1,008, 1,009, 1,010. Release, so that's the last one. And I'll count to 10 again. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005, 1,006, 1,007, 1,008, 1,009, 1,010. The next one is side to side. So this time you put your hand, one hand probably, on the side of your jaw, and you do the same thing. You're pressing out into the hand, still looking forward, pressing out into let's start with the right hand. 1,001. Remember, you're resisting. The hand is resisting the pressure. Resisting. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. Release, and we'll count to 10, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. Go to the other side. Hand on the side of the face. Press the side of the jaw. This is all to strengthen the jaw. 1001, 1002, 1000. Wait a minute, let me ask you something. I think I lost track. Did we do 3 times on the other side?
No, just once.
Oh, let's go back to the other side. We need to do 3 times each side. Okay, number 2. Time number 2. Press 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. Release for 10, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. Last one. 1001, 1000. Maybe I should have Kathy count silently and stop when it's done. I'm tired of my own voice. Very nice. And then we have to count again for 10. So these are micro moves with resistance, right? But the jaw, this works with headaches, tension in the jaw. It loosens up the back. So this series, there are some other things we do. Loosens up the back of the neck. I think it's an amazing practice. So go ahead and press on the other side. And Kathy's going to count and she's going to let us know when she's done. Yay, Kathy. I'll verbalize it too at the end. Good. Stop and count 10 counts resting. And now go ahead and do the third repetition on this side. And stop and rest. And Kathy's going to count to 10. Important to rest. Okay, that's done. Have we done 3? 2. Let's do one more on this side. Pressing, resisting. And stop and rest. And now, so that's the jaw segment. And the next one is a sliding nod. This will be familiar because it's a little like head ramping. Oh, and it's a little not like head ramping, so be sure to listen to it. You're going to put your fingers of one hand at the base of your skull. Tuck your chin tightly. And then fold your neck forward. So the chin tucks big time. The neck comes forward. And then you pull the head back into your hands. And feel a stretching sensation at the back of the neck, the back base of the skull. And count to 10. And then release. Whoops, I may not have coordinated with you.
Okay.
Rest for 10. Okay, and to do it again, we'll do two more. The skull, have your hands behind your skull. The first thing you're going to do is tuck your chin tightly towards your chest. And then fold your neck forward after that. And then pull the neck back. And count to 10. And then rest for 10. And then one more. Put your hand behind your head. You can put your other hand if that hand is tired. Tuck the chin tightly all the way down. Fold the neck forward. And then pull the head back. You're still folding forward, but pull the head back and feel a stretching sensation at the back of the base of the skull. And then count to 10. And then rest for 10. Okay, that was the neck part of the sequence. The last one is the tongue. This is the one that that starts to tone up the crepey neck. So these are two tongue positions, and you're going to do the same thing and count, hold for 10. It's pressing. The first placement of the tongue is the tip of the tongue is place the tip of the tongue where the palate and the teeth meet. Press there into that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And count. If you want to, you can feel the toning that's happening by putting your hand under your chin. You'll feel it.
It looks good.
So now resting, please. And now start again. Same thing, tongue pressing into the place where the palate and the teeth meet. And then rest for 10. Actually, you're supposed to keep the lips together. I was just reading this. Keep your lips together. And press. The lips are loosely together. and then rest. That's the first position. Remember, you can put your hand under, you can feel the work that's happening underneath the jaw. The second position, tongue position, is there's a ridge. The first big ridge, you put your tongue up on the ridge, press the bottom of the tongue into that ridge. I think your lips are still together or loosely together. Count to 10. And rest. Oh, were we already resting?
We're resting now.
Okay.
I probably count fast.
Hmm.
I'll go slower. Okay. Second time.
Second time. Tongue, the bottom, it's really the bottom of the tongue pressing against that in front of the big ridge.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, if you want to feel the work that's happening, just touch the underneath your chin. And now we're resting, right?
Yes.
Last one. Tongue placement behind the big ridge at the top of the mouth. Placement and pressing. And now rest. Right? We're resting now, right? Okay. Okay, good. That was it. That is the series. And just stay here for a minute and maybe drop your head to one side and the other, or just check it out. See if you feel any less tense in the jaw, especially if you hold tension in the jaw. And now, if anyone wants me to send them a description of those movements, let me know and I'll send. I wrote them out. Now we're going to just do a side bend. So just staying floor seated. You may want to cross your legs, recross your legs, and then slide your right arm along the floor.
Oh, wait.
And take your left arm up and over. A nice big, I think I can do more of a, well, that may be because my arms improve. I think loosening my neck and shoulders makes me do a bigger side bend. Keep your hips on the floor. And I'm actually, I should be, timing this. Go ahead and bring your elbow forward. So it's a side bend, but now it's a big stretch in the armpit. Across the upper back. Come on up. Bring your elbow up first and then your entire body up. Go to the other side. Slide your left arm along the floor. Breathing. Bring your elbow forward. Stretching the armpit. Breathing. And then elbow comes back, and then the torso comes up to center. Let's do this one more time. I hope it feels as good to you as it feels to me. Go ahead and left arm up and over, and the right arm sliding along the floor. Just breathing, keeping your hips even on the floor. And then go ahead and bring your elbow forward, your top elbow forward. You should feel a nice stretch in the armpits. Bring your arm, elbow up, back, return it, and then return your torso. Other side, last one, slide. Top arm up and over. Mine is going to stay a little low because I can't get it up there, but I want the stretch anyway. Go ahead and bring your right elbow forward so that you get another stretch. And then bring your elbow up first and then your torso. Come up to center. If any of you are feeling looser in the jaw, I'd like to hear from you, either afterwards or on the chat box. Next, we're going to do, what we always do after this, almost always, because it's a set, it's a triplet, right? We do 3 at a time. Go ahead and we're going to do a spine twist. So we're going to the right first, thoracic spine, twisting to the right, left hand on the right knee, the right arm behind you like a spider, finding your rotation, spinal rotation. And then once you find it and you can maintain it, if you want, optional, you can slide your rib cage from side to side. Without involving the upper trapezius if you can. So it's just a rib cage slide. And then slowly unravel and go to the other side. Right hand, right, left knee, left hand back behind you, spider fingers. Make sure you're finding a tall spine, seated good posture. And then go ahead, and if you want to, go ahead and slide the rib cage from side to side, still maintaining your spinal rotation. You can have your head wherever you want. You could turn your head towards the left. Boy, my neck feels good after that movement. Unravel, we're going to repeat this on each side. So go to the right, this time left hand on right knee, right hand behind you, spider fingers. Find your optimal for you spine twist. Remember, you can move your head all the way over to the right also if you want. And then sliding the rib cage side to side without involving without shrugging the shoulders. Just breathing and enjoying the rotation. This is a really important movement that we don't get if we don't do it. So, you know, in our ordinary lives, this kind of rotation does not happen. Try to make your spine long. Come on back, the other side. Make sure that your spine is long and tall and your chest is open. Right hand, left knee, left hand behind you, spider fingers. Remember, you can turn your neck. I think you might be able to turn your neck better than you thought with our first sequence. And if you want to, sliding the rib cage side to side. And when you're finished, come on back. Let me see. Okay. We're going to do stacked knees with a wrist twist. So this is the third part of this triplet. And if you can't do this, stack one knee on top of the other exactly, just go ahead and do the best you can. But you might want to put sit on a brick on one side or sit on with a blanket on one side to help you find some sort of symmetry or as much symmetry as you can. And then bring your arms out in front of you, palms, back of the palms together. Lift your right hand up and over. Clasp your fingers. Take your hands down and then towards your chest and then up. I'm doing this, you guys.
Oh, you are?
I am. It's a little awkward, but pretty good. But here's the deal. I have to, this is the problem with having my script. I have to get out of the script and into the timer. So, but you are being timed. Just consider yourself timed. So this is a great pose because you're working on your wrists, your shoulders, and your hips and your knees. It's like a whole body exercise. You could actually try to feel your neck and jaw and appreciate them. Unravel. Bring your arms out. Oh, switch your legs. Switch your legs. Stacking the other knee on top.
No, it's easy.
Might be easier. Arms out in front of you, palms to the back. Lift your left hand this time and then up and over. Interlace your fingers, drop your hands, roll them towards your chest and up. And if you want to, if you can, drop your wrists a little farther than they were when you arrived in this shape. Sit tall, breathe. Open your chest a little. Just feel into your good posture. So what is good posture here for you? Your shoulders should be over your hips, but maybe you have to squeeze your scapula to get that feeling. And then go ahead and roll yourself out of that. And I will go back to my script. see what else I have in store for you. I think we're going to do get-ups next. So you need a chair or a something, a couch or something nearby. We're going to practice starting on the ground in quadruped to the chair. So the chair or the couch. So in front of you is a chair. Hopefully it's stable. You can face the chair on your hands and knees. This is the easiest get up. We're talking about getting up from the floor to a standing position. So go ahead and put your hand on the chair, and then from there, lift your knee, your opposite leg, and then come on up and stand up. And let's come back down to the floor, onto hands and knees. We'll do it with the left hand. So this time, you're really basically crawling. You could crawl towards your, I mean, if you needed to get up from the floor, you could crawl towards your chair or your sofa, put your hand up, and opposite leg comes up, and then you push and stand. Good. The next thing we're going to do is a deep squat with or without a brick. So if you can practice a deep squat sometime during the day, it's going to help you with your get-ups. Kathy's going to demonstrate it with and without. I mean, she'll demonstrate it with. So if you want a brick, you can just put it slightly behind your knees and then drop your butt down onto the brick and sit there. Or you remember, you have several different versions of this. Or you can do it without a brick. So Kathy can probably demonstrate without a brick. Deep squat. And if your heels are not on the floor, then you will want to roll up a towel or put a mobility strip underneath them, something so that they're touching something. And just know that this is so beneficial for you if you're willing to do it. And you won't look like anybody else on your block, but you'll be in better shape than they are. Let's just stay here for a few minutes. I'm not even going to go back to the timer. I'm just going to look here. We're going to stay here until it says 10:22. Well, if you're on Pacific time, which I think almost everybody is except Kathleen. 22 after the hour. We're going to stay here for that. Although I think the clock is stuck, not sure. Okay, now come on up. And I want you to have your chair, the back of your chair facing you. I think it's going to work better this way. And you're going to, you need to be in a position where if you need to, you can hold onto the chair. You can either hold onto the chair or do it without a chair. But I want you to, this is going to be a backward lunge. So you're going to be closer to the chair than the forward one. And then just bring your right leg back long so that you can drop it down. So drop it down. And the thing you want to do is go far enough back so that your left knee is not coming forward. The opposite knee is not coming forward. So it's there. So sometimes it's a matter of adjusting. And just, you can repeat this on the other side. Drop. So see how both knees are at a 90-degree angle. And do that one more time, right side, left side. This is a backward lunge, a reverse lunge. And ideally, you would actually also have your back straight, your spine straight. Let's see how you would do that and still working with your chair. A little bit rough.
Yeah.
So as straight as you can get it. So, and come on back and the other side. And come on back. And now you're going to do forward lunge. So this time you're back farther and you bend your right knee, you bring your right knee forward enough. This is always, these are long steps. Take it long so that you can drop your back knee and still keep your front knee at a 90-degree angle. And just find that and then stay for a couple seconds, 4 or 5, and then repeat on the other side. Forward lunge and backward lunge. Okay. Just finish up. And we're going to do two things at the wall, even though we're running late, probably because of the because I planned too many things, given how long the neck and jaw series took. But I love that series. I hope you guys do too. So let's do the back bend at the wall, standing in front of the wall, facing away from the wall, in good posture, parallel feet, and then the arms come up overhead. And we're going to time. We're going to time these. Keep your hips over your knees and your ankles. The chest opens up. The upper back bends. And unravel from that. And we're going to do a spine twist to the right. So right shoulder at the wall, right leg forward, left leg back. And then go ahead and bend your elbows and then rotate at the spine. Remember, your hips do not rotate. And stay there and breathe. I'm going to go find my script for closing while you do that. Come on back, unravel, and go to the other side. Left foot forward, right foot back, and just rotate with bent elbows. And stay here and breathe. Unravel, find your way onto the floor to your favorite position for the closing Yoga Nidra meditation. none of you are new anymore, so I don't have to tell you everything about that. If a new person came in, I would give more details. I just want you to be warm and comfortable. I'm going to guide you through 61 points of the body. You're going to bring your attention to those points. Don't move. Just bring your attention and awareness there. Starting with the breath, breathing in and breathing out. And watching the abdomen rise and fall. Now bring your awareness to the center of your eyebrows, center of your throat, right shoulder, elbow, wrist, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, right wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, spiritual heart center, right side of your chest, heart center, left side of your chest, heart center, navel center, center of your pelvis, right hip, knee, ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, left hip, knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, navel center, heart center, center of your throat, center of your eyebrows. This completes your 61-point guided yoga nidra meditation. Go ahead and extend your legs and bring your arms overhead and stretch your arms in one direction, your legs in the other, trying to get a little more space, create a little more space, at least temporarily, between your rib cage and your pelvis. Wiggle and stretch, right side, left side. Rotate your wrists and your ankles one direction and then the other. And then go ahead and hug your right knee to your chest and hug your left knee to your chest. Hug both knees to your chest and rock from side to side. Releasing your upper back, your lower back, not your upper. It might release your upper back a little. Side to side, a couple more times, and then whenever you're ready, roll all the way to one side in a fetal position and put your bottom arm, use your bottom arm for a pillow. Use your top hand pressing on the floor to bring yourself up to seated. Try to come up without rounding your back. And I'm going to remove the spotlight and please unmute yourself. And I'm going to put my view on gallery so I can see everybody. We're going to close in the ordinary fashion with your hands in prayer pose. Go ahead and press first. Press really hard. And take some breaths. Sit tall. So feel your way into a seated, good posture position. And then go ahead and relax your prayer pose, your hands. And lift your skull up away from your shoulders so that you can nod forward over the cervical spine. The spine stays straight. The chin drops, the head moves forward, rounding, rolling the skull forward. You actually feel a nice stretch in the back of the neck here. We're bowing, honoring each other, recognizing and acknowledging the light in each of us, knowing that we're all one light. And then closing the class by saying to each other, Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. It was a good class. I'm going to turn off the recording and we can